What's good, everybody? I hope you're all doing great, and I just wanted to talk about how there are several fighting games coming out, all of which look amazing. It's great to think about how this genre that I love so much, it has withstood the death of arcades, awful netcode, anti-consumerist DLC practices, along with tone-deaf attempts to try to make fighting games more accessible. It's good to see fighting games are still going strong and even taking leaps and bounds to rectify these situations. I just wanted to briefly touch on the fighting games that are all set to drop in the near future, in case anyone doesn't know about them, but also because I intend to play them all and potentially talk about them here on this channel. Also because the major fighting games are going to start to announce their next installments, and these games aren't necessarily as big, or they're new, so I want people to know that these are coming out as well. If you're into fighting game content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more fighting game videos in the near future. Blazing Strike. This game was announced like 3 months ago, and that's all I know about it. No one I follow has talked about it or mentioned the trailer. I chose to talk about this one first because I want more people to know it's coming out. If this is the game you stick around for, then click off my vid, so be it. Just make sure you look this up. It's made to emulate classic fighters. It's even using sprite animation. The trailer even makes it look like you're playing it on an old-timey arcade machine. The atmosphere looks like a grungy cyberpunk future with unique characters to match. My early induction to anime was met with said atmosphere, with Outlaw Star, Akira, Metropolis, and various other things I probably shouldn't have been watching at the age of 6. Clearly a few reoccurring character archetypes. There's a karate guy and a Shaolin monk, but some of the characters in the game look really cool. This definitely is a fighter I want to try. The legacy of fighting games looks well preserved in this upcoming title. Pocket Bravery. I have a strong bias because this game's main character does capoeira and capoeira me leva. But regardless, this game is amazing. Don't let its chibi puzzle fighter art style deter you. It's got a really solid structure. It feels like playing a King of Fighters type game with well animated and well executed link combos and a free demo on Steam. There's no reason indie fighting games should go unnoticed, especially when their animations look this good. I encourage everyone to try this game. Again, the demo is free. It's up right now. The footage you're seeing is me playing. If you're looking for something to break fighting game norms, I know I am, this is a good place to look. The characters all have unique playstyles and tactics you won't find anywhere else. DUEL. Now, if you grew up poor, not only could you not afford a subscription-based MMO, you couldn't afford a computer that would even be able to run it. Free-to-play MMOs with easy-to-run requirements were welcome in my youth. I used to play RuneScape, X-Steel, MapleStory, Dungeon Fighter Online. I've played every variant of the female martial arts character. My favorite happened to be the Striker. She's the most punch-and-kick-centric version of the most punch-and-kick-centric character, at least she was at the time. The male one wasn't out yet. So her being the representative already has me ready for this. Like, you know, it would have been cool if it was the Brawler and the male got the Grappler version. But hey, I'm really glad it's the Striker. They could have pulled a full 180 and made it the Nen Master, my least favorite. But it being the Striker has me ready for this natural evolution from beat-em-up to fighting game. Also, the game has aiding and Arc System Works logos on it, with no Capcom or Marvel in sight, so my hopes are high. With all the weird stuff going on in the background of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 between Marvel and Capcom themselves, I'm surprised that game came out as good as it did. Aiding did really good work making you feel like a Marvel character or making you feel like a Capcom character, so I have no doubt they're going to do a really good job of making you feel just as good as you did playing Dungeon Fighter Online in DNF Duel. King of Fighters 15. Now, everyone knows about this one. Doesn't mean we shouldn't be any less hype, any less excited. I feel like people are writing this off because they didn't like 14, or at least they didn't like the netcode. Well, I played the beta for this game. Works way better, and I can't wait to actually play as characters I want to pick and not be stuck with Shune or his dumbass friend. Special to special canceling will always be a great mechanic. It makes me super confused as to why we don't get more of it in 2D fighting games. But King of Fighters 15 is definitely here to deliver, and I cannot wait. This is going to be great. Here's hoping we get a little more character variety and people don't just hard spam Kyo and Yori, but only time will tell. Project L. Did you see that trailer after Arcane ended? Anyway, as someone who hates League of Legends and is starting to reach a point where it's been more years since I last played it than years I spent playing it, I have to say this game looks amazing. I'm going to talk more about this game not only because it's outright exciting, but because the controversy around the special button is stupid to me and no one's made a glaring point about it. A point that, in my opinion, proves that, in fact, it's not a big deal. I can say I am a little disappointed that Katarina is the only original champion confirmed and we didn't even see her fight. But hey, I have to admit, Echo looks cool as hell. I hope every character gets an Arcane design overhaul. It's about time Echo got rid of that old yee-ass haircut. Nigga. I also can't wait to see what they actually call this game, because Project L is not a good name. So, which fighting game has you the most hype? Which one do you want to play the most? Let me know in the comments below. Will you be participating in any of the beta events, like for DNF Duel for King of Fighters, which are happening from the time I'm making this video, Friday? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.